First off, subscribe to the fl0m Clips and Highlights channel. You're absolutely stunning. Thank you. Welcome. Big finalized roster with Hyped and is it QB? Hopefully I said that right. Hyped played with them before, and he's incredibly good though. He's he's really streaky from at least when I watched him play. And he brought a lot of energy to the roster, which maybe helps make up for what they're lacking with Regon gone, I guess. Regon gone. I don't know much about QB though. He was on Fnatic Academy, or did he play with Fnatic? Oh yeah, that's right. No, I'm dumb. I was sorry. Whenever I watch a Fnatic game, I just look at Maddie's mouse pad. That's right. I remember him more actually from Sengel now that I'm thinking about it. Anyway, I don't have any strong opinions about him one way or the other. I've watched Hype play a lot more than I've seen QB, like to the point where I don't actually know what he's going to be doing in that team. So I'm going to focus more on the Hyped versus Searson thing. I think the timing of when they bench Searson is still kind of odd to me because I feel like he finally started to get it together on LAN. But maybe they just said, you know what, enough is enough and we're tired of waiting. And so they went with Hyped. He is really talented though. Like QB was a more passive. Like I said, I genuinely... The fact that I forgot what team he was on is not a good sign, and I don't want to have an opinion too much on QB if I don't know what the hell, if I haven't watched him play or that's memorable. I think for Big, the good thing with Hyped is he's going to kind of hopefully bring some energy with him. With JDC, they have some good energy too, but I just think like Searson, maybe that was, I don't know. It seems like such a weird time for them to bench him that I'm trying to figure out like what exactly it was, because I don't know if it was performance as much this time as instead of like wanting a team environment change. And losing Rigon, I think they lost a lot of that, like, you know, let's go, push forward, keep going type energy. Because tabseN tilts. tabseN, he's not a Nico, he's not slamming the desk, but you can see that tabseN, especially tabseN, just kind of like, you can tell he locks in, but maybe not in the best way possible. So having somebody on the team that is pushing that team forward is going to, I think, be really helpful. I like JDC in this team. I think JDC on Big has been fantastic. I feel like Crimbo in the last version wasn't nearly as deadly as he has been in the past. I don't know if that was like because of roles or what was going on, but it felt like he lost a little bit of his edge in those late round situations. I still have to say it, I don't know if I like Big's calling that much right now. I am a huge simp for tabseN. You know, I got to play with him a lot when he used to live in NA and he played on Energy and shit. And I like tabseN a lot, but when I watched him play Counter-Strike right now, I'm not really, it feels like I'm watching like a refined version of a pug. And then like, it kind of looks, I don't know. It just looks really, it looks like they're trying to be precise, but it's actually just sloppy. Don't hate on my boy tabseN. He beat me on LAN twice. Nah, I don't. Listen, I just know I didn't like how they were playing. I didn't like the game they brought. It felt like they were trying to stick to a script really hard. And then when things went wrong, it completely collapsed. And then when they didn't want to stick to script, it was Regon doing the most outrageous shit, trying to make something happen. That to me was what that last roster looked and felt like, and I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. So hopefully that continues to change. Hopefully JDC keeps his form. Crimbo can find a little bit and Hyped delivers on the op and LAN environment and can bring some good energy with him as well. QB, I'm sorry. I just genuinely, bro, I don't have much of an opinion. The good news is if he's on Big, I'll probably get to see some more of his games. But yeah, I don't have too strong of an opinion. Okay. Let's yap about Fnatic. Fnatic might finally be intelligent. I know. Okay, Fnatic did keep the guy that actually has like a virus in his mouse pad, I'm pretty sure. Probably the next strain of something. But like in general, they kept fl0m. I think Crims is more than, I'll say, serviceable for basically anything. Maddie's is actually, I think, a really strong piece. They have a new young IGL who has proven that he can do some pretty cool things with different rosters. And listen, we're just going to be completely honest with one another here, okay? Is it fl0m? Did I say that right? He is Ukrainian from the MOUZ NXT roster. Genuinely, that is all I need to know. I don't care what his stats are. I don't care what anything says. Ukrainian opera that comes from the MOUZ Academy team. You're 17 years old. I've heard enough. He's going to be cracked. Like, it's... Like, I swear, dude, I swear. I know this sounds ridiculous, but this tournament, whatever we see him play first, I don't, either in Bounty, I can't remember. Wherever we see him play first, he's gonna pop off. Yeah, that's the recipe these days. I don't know. All jokes aside, I like that Fnatic kept their strongest pieces and then also are maybe, gambling on some younger talent on the come up. I didn't hate body here. I didn't hate body. I do feel like Nock's time was short-lived and he wasn't given like a fair shake. However, if you're not going to keep Nock, I'm glad that I'm glad that they're being aggressive. Like, they're not just like looking for another, serviceable, decent opper. They're trying to kind of, gamble a little bit and hit big. And I think body wasn't a terrible IGL for them. However, it wasn't enough. You need more. And I think Maddie's fl0m specifically, I'm very critical of fl0m as well, if you've never heard me yap about him. But I still think he's incredibly talented. And I think that the Fnatic run, yes, I'm still salty about my pick'ems, was not really how good they are. I don't think that was like their real level at all, at least talent wise. I think they could have done a lot more. Then again, I literally forgot this guy was on the team, so maybe that's on me. Yeah, all this to say, I like the pieces that they kept and I like what they've gambled on to go forward. The only thing that felt a little weird, I'm a big fan of Nock because I've just seen him shit on North American teams different times in his career, so it's always ingrained into my brain. And it felt like he just kind of showed up and then they're like, this didn't really work out. He's like, okay, I like it. I'm a big fan of when orgs just kind of understand, like, dude, Fnatic is, let's see where they're at right now. They're 44th in the world right now. Like, what do they have to lose right now? Like, dude, take some fucking chances, right? Like, they are much lower ranked than Complexity, but it's the same logic that I kind of keep giving with the Complexity moves, which is, you lost for Complexity. They lost literally the best North American player, like in terms of mechanical ability and just like raw fragging power. You are not going to replace him. You are not going to find anybody that even comes close. So take a chance and take a gamble. And same with Fnatic. Fnatic has been absolute cheeks for so long now. They have a couple decent pieces. Why stick with some players that aren't working anymore or like are not really gonna do much for you long term? And just roll the dice a bit because it clearly isn't working the way that you have it set it up now. It's just not. So yeah, I like this. I like younger players getting a chance when some of these organizations realize that they're kind of just stuck. Like, you're just stuck. Just take a chance, see what hits. It might fail. Oh, boo-hoo. You went from 44th to 60th. That's like qualifying for one tournament. That's all that, like, it's insane. So I'm glad they're being aggressive and making some changes. And I like the players that they're gambling on.